talk a little bit about breeding. Do you need to do anything different?
We generally are going to want to feed them a lot more. So instead of feeding them every other day or every 2 to 3 days like we would typically, just depending on the food item and what's left over when they're finished at the end of the day, we'll feed them pretty much every day and make sure we're replacing that so it's not fouling, and making sure everybody's getting a lot of weight on, because you'll notice they'll pick up quite a bit of weight, especially when it gets close to mating. The females will look very puffy underneath.
Oh, really?
Yeah, almost kind of swollen. And when they molt the next time, they'll be ready to mate. So you can kind of tell once they're looking puffy and then they get pale. Usually the male will sneak off and find them, and they'll have a little encounter. And then after she hardens up, it'll be about 40 days. They have oviviviparity, so they'll actually hatch those eggs inside of the ova. And then while they're little crabs, they'll stay in that underneath section for probably the first week. She's generally going to let go of them, and we still haven't figured out quite how they know this, but when the moon's visibility is low, so when it gets to less than 25% illumination, they will let all the babies go free. Even if we've had light on them overnight, they'll still do it because somehow they just know. We can set like a date range where it'll be below 25%. It's usually 3 to 4 days. And we can be like, okay, we expect babies in these 3 to 4 days. Somebody's going to have babies. It might not be everybody, but there's usually 1-2 species at that particular cycle that have.
That's crazy.